You look at a lot, art is probably the best example of this, and WoW is art. Look at Picasso. Obviously, you have like just incredible illustrators like Salvador Dali, but there are plenty of people who are just, they're artists, and their art, it's not that they are the greatest artist. There's nothing like that. I believe there's a quote by Picasso. It took me 3 or 4 years to paint like Da Vinci or something like that. And it took me 20 years to learn how to paint like a child. And I think the idea there is to create art and create adventures. Is that what it is? I forget, fake quote? Actual quote. No, it is. It took me 4 years to paint like Raphael, but a lifetime to paint like a child. There is a brilliance and simplicity that's often lost by people that can't understand the grandeur of the larger picture of things. And this is what Vanilla WoW had. It was a large, sprawling world that you were just part of. You existed within. And I think that's really what made it special. I feel like, again, Dark Souls 1 is the only game that I think shares the same level of, like, seemingly divinely inspired brilliance. Like, WoW is a game, I think that they did everything that didn't matter wrong, and they did everything that did matter right. They made players feel good, and that's the only thing that matters. Because once you actually analyze, like, everything down, and you actually start thinking about, like, all of the different real reasons of, like, why the game is good and everything like that, I think that it really doesn't make sense to a lot of people. Because it's like, wait, why is this good? Why is that good? And what Classic WoW did is it engaged people on an emotional level. And I think that's why so many people are logging on every single day. That's why you log on to your queue, and you can't play the fucking game. Because there are so many other people that want to do the exact same thing. In Vanilla, you're a soldier. In Retail, you're a hero. In Vanilla, I think so. In Vanilla, you exist around the story. In Retail, the story exists around you. I dislike the idea of a narrative of an MMO being told with the main character, with the player's character, as the protagonist of the story. I think I dislike it because there's a certain amount, like, and I know this is going to sound really, really, really dumb, okay? So just shut the fuck up and listen. I think everybody in WoW, almost everybody in WoW, role plays to an extent. I'm not saying that they put on a robe and wizard hat. I'm not saying any of that. But what I am saying is that they play the game and they act like their character. They act different than they would in real life. People that play a warrior, from my experience, have a slightly different personality than people that play a priest. There's a reason why I say all hunters are either under 12 years old or over 60 years old. And everybody says true. There's a reason why I say all warriors are just complete, absolute alpha males. There's a reason why whenever I say all paladins are, Timmys, and whenever their girlfriend Stacy goes out to have a few drinks with her friend Chad, he kisses her on the lips and he says, "I love you," and she says, "I know." And she doesn't come back until the next morning, and then he makes her breakfast while she's passed out in bed. That's what paladins are, okay? I've never known a paladin that didn't think that they were better than other people. Just a little bit better, I'm just a little bit better. Every single one of this, no, they're thinking themselves just a little bit highly, yeah, I'm fucking paladin, I'm righteous light, yeah, I know what's going on. Yeah, exactly, dude. Who else used to do this and fell off before? There it is, boys. Do you think there are any other class personalities, please? Let's see. I think a lot of rogues and shadow priests tend to be people that have a bunch of cigarette butts that surround their keyboard, and they talk with the smoker's accent, and they also really are just kind of obnoxious and full of themselves. Let's see, shamans are 35-year-old men with a, hint of gray on their beard that think that they're better than everybody else and spend a lot of time reading and talk a lot about, like, tribalism and stuff like that, And, they know a lot about history. And let's see, mages. Mages, I would say, are, basically almost about the same as shamans, except for they're a little bit more obnoxious about it. And also let me see, what's the word for it? Are they more conceited? I don't know if they're more conceited, but they take themselves a little bit less seriously. but they're a little bit more obnoxious too at the same time. Where's the flight path? Okay, there. I just want to get this flight path here.
You know what I think is obnoxious?
What?
The way you're talking about ret paladins.
My point exactly.
You know what my point is?
What?
I don't even have a girlfriend, so joke's on you.
Okay.
See you in the battlefield.
Peace.
Muchacho.
I was right about the second half though. I was right about the second half, 100%, dude. Everybody knows it, dude. Yeah, everybody knows it. Does it? Yeah. Say sorry. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's see. Where are the rest of these? What about warlocks? Warlocks are played by. Okay, if you wear a black T-shirt to high school every single day, you play a fucking warlock. Period. Like, that's it. Like, you play a fucking warlock. 100%. And, yeah, 100%, dude. Edgelords, yeah, exactly. If you listen to, like, you know, fucking My Chemical Romance and, like, this other kind of shit, like, you play a fucking warlock. That's all there is to it, guys. There we go. Okay, druids. Druids. I feel like druids either played by girls or old men. Like, not old men, not like a hunter, right? Not like 60, but like 45. You know, if you're like 45, yeah. Hunters, and also furries. Like, I mean, furries, it goes without saying. If you are a furry, you're playing a druid, okay? Yeah, you're a furry. 100%, guys. What kind of people are warriors? Literally the most alpha males. Like, if you are a alpha male, you play a warrior. You lead the charge. If you're the kind of person, no, this is true. If people don't know what to do and they come to you for help regularly, you are the one playing the warrior. If you're a person that's just, you're just a natural born leader, you're playing a warrior. Okay? You think about like all of the guild masters of the greatest guilds. Sko, warrior. Kungan, warrior. Rignaros, he was a tank, so it's basically a warrior. Okay? Yeah, every single one. Think about every single one. Swifty and Bajira. Like all of these guys here, okay? Think about it like that. Preach. Yeah, exactly. Preach. All of these guys. Yeah, all jacked. Fucking jacked. Warriors are alpha males that run guilds and clear content. Alright? You have to be. The thing is, like, here's why, and it makes sense. Is that anybody that doesn't have the willpower, the strength, to bear through this pathetically terrible leveling experience, because they know at the end of it they're going to get something good out of it, that person, that attitude is a method for success. And that person is going to succeed. True? That's a big true, dude. And, wait, do you think Tanner plays, no, Tanner plays a warrior. Yeah, absolutely Tanner plays a warrior. Goddamn fucking right. And he doesn't invite you to his raid. And that's why you fucking hate him. Okay? Yeah. And, let's see. Oh, yeah, every single, like, every guild master. I mean, like, it's like it, Maximum WoW, he plays a tank. Think about how many other guild masters of these high-end guilds are tanks, which are basically warriors. Okay, all tanks are warriors. Okay, yeah, Monkey News. All of these guys, all warriors, every single time. And I'm sorry, you know, there are some, no, not yet. Are we gonna get this one? Yeah, we need to find the Centaur Pariah to do the quest for him inside Maradon. Found him here? Okay, I'm on my way. Just a second. Okay, just a second, I gotta finish some. Sko is the monk for some time, though? Yeah, but what did he start out as a warrior, right? That was a natural inclination. Just a natural inclination. Just, you know, you naturally trend towards the class that leads the battlefield, that leads the fight, that runs shit. Warriors are what it's about, man. Maximus was a gladiator from, yeah, exactly. Think about Maximus, Leonidas, Richard the Lionheart, Braveheart, Garrosh, Alexander the Great, Aragorn, King Arthur. How many wizards use... Who gives a fuck about Merlin? No one. But everybody knows about King Arthur, because he pulled the fucking sword from the stone. Merlin can cast all his spells and nobody gives a fuck. Okay, Gandalf? Yeah, no, but Gandalf is... that doesn't count because, like, okay. So Gandalf is all right. Here's why it doesn't count. Because Gandalf is a special kind of spirit in Lord of the Rings lore that can appear in different forms, and the form that he chooses to appear as is an old man wielding a staff. So because of that, it's not actually Gandalf. And the same race, Gandalf and the Balrog, are actually the same race. So because of that, Gandalf could be as badass as a Balrog. Okay? Yeah, this is true. It's very true. Yeah, it's true. And because of that, you think about, look at Legolas shooting arrows at the Balrog. Gandalf's like, put that shit away. You don't even have a chance. Gandalf is, and also Gandalf has a sword too. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but Gandalf has a fucking sword. So, yeah, Legolas, yeah. And Gandalf's like, don't even try. You just don't even waste your time. Mages have swords too? Yeah, but not really. Let's be real. No, only warriors have swords. Yeah, but only warriors use them. Okay, that's it there. And Boromir was a warrior though? Yeah, and Boromir took down 20 fucking dudes before he got hit by some dude that was trying to fucking, he was like, it's like not third partying, he was like 14th partying, 15th partying. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, some guy who's like fucking 15th partying, yeah, finally takes him out. Oh wow, big deal. And Boromir still cuts people down, okay? Aragorn was a ranger? Yeah, not really. He's a warrior, okay? Like, whenever he's in all armor and he's running at the fucking, remember when he runs at the fucking gates of Mordor? Oh, was he carrying his little piddly dick bow and arrow? No, he's carrying a fucking sword. Okay, let's see here. What kind of people are demon hunters? Spurgs. Spurgs. Like, actual spurgs. Yeah. So, yeah, spurgs. Like, demon hunters, like, they're... you know, like, if they're moving around, if, like, demon hunters are, like, the players that, whenever they're sitting still, they're vibrating, you know? They just cannot sit still. That's pretty much what's going on, right? They just vibrate while they're sitting still. They're so fucking hopped up on Mountain Dew. It's insane. How about monks? Monks are played by large men with neckbeards that have very, very poignant opinions about craft beer. Yeah. 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 That's right. I'm not wrong either, and you know it. I'm going to see if I can pick up this quest here, and I'll get the flight path as well. Weebs. I feel like that we don't really have a weeb class. If there is any weeb class, it's a demon hunter, though. That's probably the closest thing that we have to a weeb class. Besides that, though, I don't really think that we have one. Death Knights? I think Death Knights were played by a lot of the people that finally graduated from college, or sorry, high school, and they were warlocks, and now they're Death Knights. They're basically just older older warlocks, and so still edgy boys. And also people that, I don't know what it is about Death Knights, but they're played by people that are on drugs. Really. They're played by people that are on drugs. And, like, anybody that I know that, like, gets high all the time, they play a Death Knight. And they're like, bro, I'm so high right now. There's this one guy, and his name was Big DK Swangin'. He was a Death Knight. He would do RBGs with us all the time. And I don't think that there was a single time that he was sober that I ever talked to him. Okay, Big DK Swangin'. Swangin'. To go home? Yeah, because they're dead inside? Well, yeah, exactly. And, yeah, they're just constantly on drugs. And they're usually, like, they usually have a bad attitude, but it's not toxic. They're just like, you know, fucking, they're like, yeah, I'll fucking do whatever I want, dude. I'll do whatever I want. And, that's it. Rogues? I don't know about rogues, dude. I already said rogues. And, rogues are pretty weeby. Maybe outlaw is now, but besides that, not really. Nixium's on drugs. Well, there are exceptions, but for the most part, yeah, it's about the same. And retail exists, yeah. Shadow Priests? I feel like Shadow Priests generally are played by people with a persecution complex. Because imagine being a Shadow Priest. Ever since level 1, level 10, people asked you, can you heal? And you said no. And they kicked you out. We had a Shadow Priest join our guild. His name was Shadow Sean. He initially transferred over to our guild. And his name was I Like Little Boys, because he thought this was really funny. Blizzard disagreed. He got reported. I actually have a voice recording of him, because this person was such a fucking idiot he actually, so basically, all right, just a second, let me figure out what my quest is here. There, we've got, all right, boys, we've got every single quest now. Alrighty, it's time. All right, Cameron, so you know what to look for? Okay, yeah, I'm not going to look at that at all. Fuck your example. I'm just going to, okay, it's one of those. All right, I got it. All right, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Let's go. Shadow Sean, it doesn't matter. So anyway, so Shadow Sean, he eventually joins my ICC pug. And he's talking, I like, he's really annoying. I actually have the recording of him from all the way back then. This is a real story, right? This is the beginning of Cataclysm. And this guy, he basically told us that his old guild kicked him out, right? His old guild kicked him out. Show it? I mean, you guys don't believe it. I'll show the guy. Yeah, sure. Just give me a second. I can't believe you guys don't believe me. Like, how do you guys not believe me on this shit? Like, it's on my channel. There's no way I'm going to just lie about it. Look, just give me a second. Pause this here. Okay, where's Shadow Sean? Pull this up on Firefox. It's a 20-second video.
That gave me this great idea. You know, I'm a priest. Why not name myself I Like Little Boys? I was like, wow, that is so fitting. But the actual story behind it is I left my guild for the top guild on the server. And then...
That was a mistake by the top guild on the server. Let me tell you that as a fact. As a fucking fact, dude. Like, this guy... So this was back in Firelands. Oh, Shadow Sean joins the guild. And what I cut out of that recording is the fact that he told us that the top guild on the server kicked him out of their guild because he was doing too much DPS. And he actually had to transfer off their server because nobody liked him because he was just so good at the game that people didn't like him because of it. So, he talked a big game. We brought him in for progression on a list resort. Guys, 3 times.